There's several things that make a hunt memorable, in my opinion. One, either you have phenomenal hunting. Two, you just spend time with really good friends. Or three, things go terribly wrong. On this particular hunt, we had all three. We got an invite to go out to New York and do a late season March hunt with a good buddy of ours, Mike Bard. Mike has been a friend of ours for years, and he's a super nice guy, spent 8 years in the military. He was actually at Ground Zero in New York during 9/11. He's just a guy that, no matter if the hunting's good or bad, always enjoys spending time with you. This hunt was so much fun because we'd been friends with everybody that was involved. You got Brian Rhodes, the photographer, and I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't meet Brian Rhodes, you experience Brian Rhodes, and you're getting ready to experience him. We had Brian Danish and Chris DeVanzo of Fish and Feather Outfitters. We were gonna have fun no matter what happened, and things didn't necessarily go as planned. You roll with the punches, you're probably gonna argue with each other a little bit, and we did. This hunt was actually on our Abnormal Conditions DVD, but it's one of those hunts that's just too good to not make it a part of our fall season web series. So sit back, relax, and let's head to New York for some late season March honker hunting. My name is Field Hudner. My brother Clay and I are the owners of Field Proven Calls. We build some of the world's most realistic sounding duck, goose, and turkey calls. In this series, you're going to experience exciting hunts, meet interesting people, and who knows what else.
It feels like, he moved down. I was like, how'd that happen? I raised up, he was 12 yards.
This is fall season. This episode of Fall Season is brought to you by Roger Sporting Goods, gear for the serious outdoor enthusiast.
My name is Mike Bard. I'm from Central New York. I've been hunting waterfowl for about 20 years. I really don't get out to do much else other than that. I've been married the last 8 years, and my wife and I have 4 kids. So really, waterfowling is my hobby, my personal time. So I've been very lucky to have a great and supporting wife in that I do get to still get out and hunt 75, 80 days a year, even though we have a big family.
Hunting in New York, it's almost like a hidden gem. A lot of people think of New York and they think, cities and cars and traffic and, all that stuff. But once you get away from the southeastern part of the state, New York City and stuff, you really get into a lot of agriculture. There's a lot of farms in western and central New York. And a big thing for us is the Finger Lakes region. You can hunt pretty much anything.
The last couple years, New York has had a March goose season. It's designed to target residents in a special zone across the southern tier of New York. Being in the middle of the winter, things are frozen, and it's driving all these birds to some of the river systems across the southern tier, and it allows hunters to access them and really help reduce the numbers.
My expectations for heading out to hunt geese in March, I didn't really have any high hopes because I've never hunted geese that late. But prior to that, they have been telling us, man, there's a lot of geese, there's a lot of geese. It just depends on weather. So I was kind of pumped up about it, but I wasn't for sure what I was getting into.
We're having to get on the road right around 4 a.m. and we have about an hour and a half drive. But the rumor is the geese really aren't flying until about noon.
Well, despite the fact that the birds haven't been flying until 3 or 4 in the afternoon the last 3 days, it's 4:12 a.m. and we're headed to the field. We're meeting up with Chris DeVanzo and Brian Danish.
Right off the bat, Rhodes is not happy at all about getting up early.
Don't look at me, I didn't think of this plan.
This is the first chance I've had to meet Brian Rhodes, and let me tell you, he is a character.
Dude, we could spotlight some deers with that camera.
You want to see it?
No.
Oh, you gotta see it.
I don't want to.
You said something about
It's gonna hurt.
That's low. Get ready. There it is.
Oh my God.
There it is.
Wow.
I'm I'm going to go ahead and inform you a little bit about Brian Rhodes. Brian Rhodes, right off the bat, is a phenomenal photographer. He's from the East Coast. He actually lives in Rhode Island. His specialty is sea duck hunting, and the photos that he captures are phenomenal. Brian Rhodes is also an amateur comedian and a part-time complainer. Love the guy to death. I love hunting with him because he is so much fun. But he's going to speak his mind, and if he likes you, he's really going to speak his mind.
It's chilly.
It's very cold.
We got a good plan going.
What's-
We're gonna sit in the truck with the truck on and the heat going for
Okay.
a little while longer.
Okay, if you guys want, I mean, we could drop this, go back to my house and make some breakfast.
Dude, what are you? Why the heck did we get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to come here for 5 to go get breakfast? Are you being serious?
Dude, listen, like, seriously, who invited you? Who sent the email? Who sent the
Mike's
email?
like running around. Dude, we need to leave by 4. We need to leave, and now we're gonna drop the trailer to go make breakfast.
Okay, well then we won't make breakfast.
I think Brian's always there to make you laugh, and it doesn't matter if you're in a good mood or a bad mood. He's gonna find a way to make you laugh.
I can't believe that.
It was
We
a little
got up at
ordeal
3
last
o'clock in the
evening.
morning,
Another.
But now all of a sudden we're not in a hurry.
The funny thing about Brian is he loves to complain, and he's not afraid to tell you about it. If there's something he does not want to do, he's not going to do it, and he doesn't want you to do it.
What time are we gonna set
That's
the
almost
decoys
better
up?
than winning.
It's a close second. Winning's still pretty
I can't believe we got up at 3 o'clock.
That guy complains about everything, but he makes it funny.
Little known fact.
He's still trying to comprehend.
What time did you set the decoys up yesterday?
Noon?
For real?
No.
This is the reason I enjoy hunting with these guys, because right off the bat, everybody's at each other's throat.
We ride on each other pretty hard, but in the end, it's going to be fun.
What happened, Paul? You fell off the trailer?
Dude, that was rough.
To try to get the geese to work a little bit better, we make a few adjustments. We adjust the decoys a little bit, we brush up the blinds a little bit better, and hide our cameras a little bit better.
We made our adjustments, and everything's looking good. We've got a group of geese that's working us pretty good. The pair's coming right in. But what do? We take the gamble. We let the pair land, and we hope the group finishes.
Now that's what we're looking for.
Yo,
Yo, did anyone shoot any of them that came off the ground?
they're all just dropping out like singles. I got some good pictures because they're just hanging in the wind, man.
Man, it's tough.
I know, huh?
The way they're working
I
that
know.
wind. Whew. We earned those.
I know, man. It's like, if we don't shoot them, then they turn around and leave and you don't get any of them.
So sometimes the wind can be in your favor or it can be against you. Right now, the wind is against us. It's allowing these big groups of geese just to hang there and look at us. What they're doing is they're holding in that wind and it's giving them more of a chance to look at our spread. They're picking us apart right now.
Dude, they're hanging like snow geese.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep.
I guess that's what happens when it's March.
I got mine.
Dude, that would have rung your ears,
no,
bro.
I'm glad
I
you
was
did.
like, I'm not shooting.
Clay shoots his 5 geese, and now it's my turn. I jump in Clay's blind, but the problem is I got to use his gun. Clay is a left-handed shooter. The problem with left-handed shooters is they have left-handed safeties, and it's just the opposite of what I'm used to.
Kill him. Forgot about the safety issue.
That one's going down, though. There he goes. He's dropping out.
I probably check my safety 100 times throughout a hunt. I'm just always reaching down there, feeling it, just subconsciously making sure my safety's on. Well, on his gun, when his safety's on, it feels like my gun when my safety's off. So I'm sitting there having to remind myself.
I'll get the one on the left, and then I'll get the one on the right.
All right, backward safety, backward safety.
Are we shooting these two?
No, let him sucker.
Are you serious? Somebody's got to make a decision.
All right, field makes it.
Field makes a decision.
That's the two.
Yeah,
Get these two?
You ready?
Yep.
Kill him. Freaking safety again. Dang it.
You didn't even shoot?
I shot, but
Oh.
it was late.
We all shot.
Shot a dead
I
bird.
think we all hit him.
The safety not only messed me up one time, but twice.
I mean, I think I probably shot them both. Oh, that gun's left-handed,
Yeah,
so it's messing you up? The safety?
yeah,
You keep saying, oh, the safety. I'm like, dude, every gun has a safety.
yeah.
I got
And
you.
I'm sitting there the whole time, I'm telling myself, backward safety, and I'm still like,
Yeah.
Lesson learned, take your own gun to the field.
You know, when this hunt started off, we had a great wind and the sun at our back and everything looked beautiful. But now the clouds have rolled in, and you know what that means, the rain's coming.
The problem with the rain coming is we have camera equipment. Cameras and rain do not mix.
I think today would have been good if Danish found a better field for us to hunt, personally. But other than that, he did all right. Could have been worse.
You know, complaining or not, Brian is one heck of a photographer.
It's still raining now. You know what I think, actually? You want my honest opinion? Officially, this sucks. You hear that? You feel that? That's rain. Sideways.
When I actually looked at some of the photographs that Brian took, it was a pretty awesome hunt. I mean, he got some really cool stuff. And looking back, once the birds started working a little bit better, it was a lot of fun. Our first day hunting, we had a pretty good hunt. You know, nothing great, but not horrible.
We ended day one with rain. Had a great day, but it ended with rain.
So we woke up this morning for day 2 of the hunt, and it was already raining.
It's like somebody punched me in the gut. I was not excited about even walking outside.
Billy.
And you walk out, you're tired, your eyes are a little foggy, and you look up and you just feel the rain just sprinkling you right in the face.
So day 1 ends with rain. I'm already sick. I'm not really looking forward to day 2 forecast of being rain. I made it from the door to the truck, and I've already decided that it is my mission to make everyone else not want to hunt that day.
Not a good sign.
Look at that radar, dude. So much for a slight chance of a quarter-inch of shower.
As soon as we get in the truck, Jory's already got his phone out.
That's like counting on us all day.
I get into the truck, and I'm already looking at the radar, trying to tell everyone this is not a good idea.
What's wrong?
Radar. Oh, the fact that there's rain clear in Texas.
That's mine.
And it stretches from New York to Texas. I don't think you can get much longer than that.
I mentioned earlier that camera equipment and rain do not mix. We find out Jory and rain do not mix.
Yeah,
That's awesome. I love the rain.
Oh, and it's got that nice upward angle right at us,
It's
too.
not fun and it's not funny.
You can tell he's grouchy, he doesn't feel good, and he's really not looking forward to getting wet, which, coming from a cameraman's perspective, I can't blame him.
Come on, negative Nancy.
I'm not being negative. Yellow and red on the radar is going to hit us in like a half hour. I don't understand this point in setting decoys. Or whatever. We'll go saddle.
He was right. There was a lot of green and a lot of red.
I mean, look. I mean, it's strung out the entire way. Yeah. And it's clear to Texas.
This isn't like a storm that's going to be over in like 25 minutes. Yeah, I mean, seriously.
It's not a hunting thing, it's more of a filming thing.
And I've already decided that it is my mission to make everyone else not want to hunt that day.
Have you looked at the radar?
Dude, it looks ugly.
There's the gap we're in. This is the gap we're in now. There's the yellow and red that's going to smack us in no time.
And it's yellow and red, clear to Texas.
So when the weatherman yesterday said that today would be...
The weatherman up here is typically wrong.
I mean,
It's not raining now, so we could set up.
we go back to the shop and play some basketball, tell stories about what it used to be like.
Everyone pretty much said it without saying it that they didn't want to go out and sit in the rain.
I hate the rain. I do not want to set up.
I personally didn't want to go sit in the rain.
To be honest, I didn't want to get out of the truck.
Who's still into it?
I think this guy's still into it.
What? Are you really into this?
The thing that bothered me though was, it wasn't raining at that point in time.
The part that's scary is it's not green rain, it's the yellow and red rain. The swamper, Brian Rhodes, made the executive decision.
After all the debate, I just decided to make an executive decision. We're gonna hunt. If we get wet, we get wet.
Well, we made a decision to try to set up even though we got a lot of rain coming. If it's raining now, it would be an easy decision, but now that it's not raining, we might as well set up.
From my perspective, holding the camera, the laying in the rain is not fun.
Hey, Jory, you need this burlap?
Okay.
Whatever.
If I had a gun in my hand and I was up there pulling the trigger, yeah, I'd probably lay in the rain. 1, I don't want to get wet. 2, I don't want to ruin the camera. And 3, I don't want to get wet.
Our plan for this hunt is to get in and get out. It's gonna be a quick setup because we don't know when the rain's gonna start. So we're only gonna shoot 2 guys at a time and a small number of decoys.
As soon as we get set up, here comes a pair. Geese are flying.
Nice. More coming. Well, man. Hey, Jory, I'm pretty sure Andy's glad we set up and hunted now. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, shit. They were fighting that wind a little bit, so it pushed them to the right. They won it in that week. The good thing about ground blinds is when you need to move to adjust for the geese, it's easy to do.
Kill it single.
Nice shot, bro. If we'd have left where the blinds were at,
Then it would have been good.
we'd have killed it. Don't get it.
Watch that flag, yeah. Kill him.
Nice. That was working a little better.
That was better.
You know, that wind's pushing them out of range pretty quick, but I'll take that over sitting in the truck any day. Being a left-handed shooter on the right side of the spread, it has its perks.
Nice shot. Nice. Awesome. What was that? Good shooting.
Clay's triple is a perfect example of making sure you have your left-handed shooters on the right side of the spread and your right-handed shooters on the left side of the spread. Yeah, that was fun.
Nice shooting, Tex.
Thanks, man. Clay had just shot his 5 geese. Andy got a band and shot a couple of geese. The rain's really starting to pick up. It's not really worth laying out there and risking damaging camera equipment to try to shoot a few. It's a good time to call the hunt. And this field is turning into a disgusting muddy mess. There's literally creeks running through this field now. So we jump back in the truck and just kind of gather our thoughts.
Because we didn't have enough blinds and decoys.
I didn't yell at you.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I was like, dude, you were like, I don't know how to put together a finisher.
Put a finisher blind
I'm like,
together
hello,
and grass
Avery
it in.
Pro
So we
staffer.
go back out
Needs to know how to put together a finisher. Hello.
And we start to put it together, and he gets mad. It's not like perfect by the time he gets here in 30 seconds. I'm like, what are we even doing? What's what?
Another hunter. It's getting ready.
Then he blamed you, Field. To be honest with you.
Huh? I didn't blame Field.
Oh yeah, you did.
I said Field wants another blind.
So we finally call it quits. We get back in the truck, and I'm still trying to convince people that was a bad idea.
That gap that we were in is closed up.
The what?
The gap we were in this morning. It's closed up now.
At least you guys got some birds.
You got a band and a triple.
A band and a who?
A triple. So all that's coming?
Who triple keyed?
Yeah.
Clay tripled. Clay tripled.
You did? Look at you. Trying to be like me.
Yeah.
You figure Rhodes isn't going to give Clay a compliment, you know, no matter what.
If you did it with one shot, then I'd be impressed.
I didn't pull that off.
Really? There is no pleasing this man.
Are we just gonna sit here all day? We're gonna go get something to eat.
Day's 3 weather report was not very promising. It had rain in the forecast.
You would think that we paid our dues with bad weather. We've had rain both days, and the third day is going to be the worst.
Is the ground going to be dry?
No, absolutely not. Actually, Danish said he's like, dude, it's gonna be pretty disgusting tomorrow. He's like really bad. I was like, you bring in the 4-wheel? He's like, yeah, we might get stuck.
Well, as you can tell, my opinion does not matter when it comes to weather, so I'm not even going to fight it on day 3.
It's raining. Just on the drive, you know, we're up at 3:30 again, and the life is literally just sucked out of everybody. There's supposed to be a 4-hour window between rain and snow, but as we're driving, the rain literally turns to snow like that.
So that 4-hour window closed up pretty fast. She just went straight from rain to snow.
I'm pretty excited that it's snowing. I would much rather be out in the snow than the rain, and typically the geese are going to do a lot better things in the snow.
It hurts my face so bad.
Without a doubt, this is a day for snow cover. These decoy bags are worth their weight in gold when it comes to protecting your decoys. It was really nice being able to keep them in the bags until we absolutely had to set them up.
The field was a little weird. The top layer was froze, but as soon as you broke through, it was nasty mud. So then you had the water from the snow pooling in all these muddy areas. And driving through it with a 4-wheeler was just a mess. Walking through it was a mess, and then now we get to lay in it.
We're almost done setting decoys, and lo and behold, a glimmer of hope. So we're all just basically sitting around collecting snow, and Bart spots 3 geese.
Dude, that was cool. Did you see that? I'm like sitting here and all of a sudden I'm like, what is that way out there? 3 geese.
These are definitely residents because they weigh way too much.
Kill these coming in.
No.
Kill him!
That's cool.
That was sweet, dudes. Very sweet.
So I made the stupid decision on this trip to not get my license. So I'm sitting back there watching everyone up there just whack all these birds.
What's going on,
How's your
man?
camera working?
Take yourself a peek here at the situation I've got rolling. Other than the fact that I'm laying here freezing.
Your $4,000 camera is looking glorious.
Yeah.
The wear and tear on the equipment is just crazy. These cameras are meant to be in a studio. It's all heated.
Especially the side with the tape there.
What we're doing to them is not what's supposed to happen. The manufacturer never intended for this to be the way they were used.
You'll have a lens cleaner, dude.
No, I was gonna ask you the same thing.
Whack 'em.
I like being the guy on the side because one always flares to the side, and it's like, I'm like, winning. I got 5, brother.
Looking at these cameras, they're probably ruined, but the geese are really starting to fly well, so it's time to hunt.
Come on 'em. Kill him, guys. Kill him. Oh yeah, good work. Kill him.
Keeping the cameras dry and protected is basically impossible. We're just going to keep videoing until the camera shut down.
Lens cleaner number 2. You on him? Yep. Kill him! Kill him! Dang. 10:48. Go!
What do you think, man?
That was awesome. First time to New York. Faced 3 different days, 3 different types of weather, and the snow today made it all worthwhile. We had geese, lots of geese really close. It was a good way to end the season. Good way to end
I think this is another one of those days where we sat there in the truck for a second thinking, this is not going to be good, but we did it anyway. 2 hours later, 40 geese. You look back at it and you're like, you know, it's just one of those hunts you never forget.
You can't count that high.
I think I should have got my license. Laying out here in this cold, it's wet, my camera's still covered in snow, and I didn't get to shoot a goose, but I had a good time.
Really, from a cameraman's perspective, you couldn't have had a much prettier day. The snow, the geese, just the way everything worked out, it was just one of those days that all came together.
Man, that was a good hunt. It's about time we had a good one, right?
Shoot, they're all good.
This one was a little bit better than the other ones. Good trip, huh?
Awesome trip.
When I look back on this trip, it's literally one of my favorite trips of all time. And it's not because on the last day we literally shot 40 geese in a couple hours. I mean, it was a phenomenal hunt. But that's not what made this hunt great. What made this hunt great was the fact that we had a great crew of guys. We all got along. We got along so well that we could ride each other and make fun of each other and really get on each other's nerves, which makes, you know, for a great experience. If I could go back and do it again, you know, I wouldn't change anything. Yeah, the weather wasn't, you know, up to par and it wasn't the greatest conditions, but that's what made the hunt interesting. And that's what sticks out in my mind. Anytime we get together, it's not, oh man, we shot 40 geese in a couple hours. It was, man, you remember how much it rained and we could not get a break, and getting up at 3:30 in the morning and listening to Rhodes complain and Jory trying to talk us out of setting up. And that's what makes these trips fun. And but if we do it again, I hope it doesn't rain.